Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Katie Frazier with the Virginia Agribusiness Council. I want to echo the concerns that Mr. Davis shared with you. Senator Stewart, to your specific question, the way that we interpret this legislation, and I'll first say that I think it's come a long way from where it first began, but there are still some fundamental concerns that we have about the unintended consequences of creating harm to the Right to Farm Act as it is right now, and as it's been utilized and negotiated between many localities and farmers in those localities, and agriculture and forestry are still the #1 industry in the state, and still being able to function, and we don't hear horror stories, perhaps except for in one locality with one instance this summer that's brought this bill to fruition. But Senator Stewart, to your specific question, if you read on line 18, certain items if you take that, an agricultural operation including food that are related to the agricultural operation shall be deemed part of that operation. And that is why we are concerned that it doesn't specifically tie the production on that specific farm to the sale of those products within that farm. Also wanted to speak to the first line amendment that was made regarding the majority of production and sales, and I understand that that was an effort to try to tie some of the concerns on larger operations. Our concern is that it's twofold really with that. The first, and we spoke about this in the House Subcommittee when it came up at the first point, was that agricultural production does vary from year to year. And if I have an orchard operation, which I have many members that have orchards, they can those products and they sell them at their farm stand. The next year, if your production is down, then that means that your coinciding amount of products that you would sell that are related to that would have to also be down, and that may create some disadvantages. Secondly, I don't know that there are counties right now that have that limit in place, and we would like to actually, if a county wants to say that you can sell 100% of product from other places, then perhaps that should be a decision that's made at the county level. The final point that we would like to make is that we do have some serious concerns about removing the reenactment clause from this legislation. The Department of Agriculture, the Commissioner of Agriculture has agreed to bring together a stakeholder group, and I believe has agreed with Delegate Lingenfelter to have those that brought the legislation forward to sit down at the table to discuss this measure further, and we believe that that's the best course of action. Thank you.